Hey guys, in this video I'm gonna go through 6 steps in the gear up process that I do differently than the average rider and why I do it. So let's get started. The first thing I do differently, as you can see here, is when I put the socks on, I put 3 sets of socks on instead of just 1. And the reason for that is it eliminates the free play inside the boots when you move your feet around. Remember, you want to have it as accurate as possible with your foot operation when you operate the controls like the brake pedal and the gear shifter. So eliminating free play in your boots is a huge thing. You could also just eat 150 burgers every day. The socks option is cheaper and faster. The next thing I do differently than most people is to wear leggings instead of long socks. And the reason for that is very simply that the long socks, they tend to slip down as you ride, especially the harder you ride, the more they will slide down. That's why I wear leggings. And obviously because they make the knee pads feel more comfortable on your legs. Which is the next step I do differently. So there's 2 schools of thought in terms of knee safety. Knee braces versus knee pads. The benefit of knee pads, which I choose, is that you get a better feel for the bike. My philosophy is that if you can feel the bike better, you can ride better and thereby ride safer. I also choose to ride with my feet on the foot pegs in most turns, which also increases the safety of my knees, so it reduces the risk of dabbing when riding. Or it's like a habit. There's 2 styles of riding. You can ride aggressive and dab a lot, or you can just practice to ride more smooth, which I choose to do. Also, not using knee braces stimulates overall joint strength of the knee. And then putting the boots on, I do like every other person, I think. I'll just make sure there's no rocks inside before I put them on, or animals for that matter. And I use Alpinestars Tech 7, by the way. They are the most comfortable boots that has a good balance between protection and mobility. If you use the Tech 10s, you will have more protection but less feel and less mobility because they are thicker. Because the Tech 10s actually have an inner boot and an outer boot, which reduces your ability to feel the foot pegs and the brake pedal and the gear shifter through the boots. Okay, back to the main point of the video. The next thing I do differently than the average rider is to use elbow pads. And the reason for that is, well, guess what? If you crash on your elbows, this can help you not get any injuries. I've done that a lot of times where I fall on my elbows and I don't get injured, which is super nice. And also it doesn't reduce your mobility using elbow pads compared to if you're using a full body armor. That drastically reduces your mobility. But the elbow pads, they don't even bother me in terms of my riding technique, so that's super nice. And then I just put the jersey on the outside. So again, so that helps keep them in place, and well, you don't even really see it. Now get ready for the most important protection tip in this video, and that is to use a back plate that protects the full length of the spine. Most riders, they only use these silly chest plates that only protect 60% of the spine, and I use a back plate that goes pretty much all the way down to the bottom of the spine, because your spine is super important. Like there's so many stories in motocross where people have got spine injuries, and you can avoid that if you protect your spine better. Unsurprisingly, right? So why don't you get one of those? Now the last thing I do, tip number 6, is to use earplugs or cotton as I use here. They'll make you more focused on your riding and protect your ears and your hearing in the long run. Especially on race starts, it's super loud and it can actually be intimidating with how loud it is and make you lose focus. I also think that using earplugs makes you more focused on your own riding instead of listening to what all other people are doing with their bikes. So if you never tried wearing earplugs, I think you should give that a try. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a like. And if you have any ideas about how you gear up that I forgot to mention that you think are also really beneficial, let me know in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to read them and maybe do another video in the future where I try them out. To watch the full version of my advanced riding videos and support the development of this channel, click the join button below and become a member. And thereby you will get access to exclusive videos where I go through the most advanced skill levels and also explaining things from a physics standpoint, because I have a background in science and thereby studying physics, so I'm able to explain actual riding technique and the mechanics of riding, also bike setup, in a way that you don't see on many other channels. Also, I share my own step-by-step methods on how I track my own progress and riding technique development. So if you're interested in that, consider becoming a member and clicking the join button. And if you like tropical island holidays, visit fitcamp5.com for my 2-time TripAdvisor award-winning training camp, where we train fitness and action sports together while learning to live a healthy lifestyle and, maybe most importantly, have fun at the same time. And if you're really serious about improving yourself, you should definitely check out my full online courses, where I share step-by-step programs on how I developed my own routines over the last 12 years as a CEO, working in 4 different countries, while being a successful competitive athlete with more than 20 years of experience in fitness and nutrition. Check the link in the description for that. And in any case, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, be awesome, believe in yourself, and see you on the next one.